Good afternoon and welcome to the Loughborough Netball Centre here at Loughborough University for WBBL Championship action as the Leicester Riders will host the Newcastle Eagles. A important game for both teams, pushing on from the previous few games. Leicester coming in great form, having won 4 of the last 5 league games. Newcastle having won 3 of their last 4, so both teams playing with a lot of confidence right now, and it's important for both teams to keep that momentum going. Leicester trying to keep pressure at the top end of the table, especially with London having won their game earlier today, and keep pressure at that end. And Newcastle trying to move into a better position for themselves, ready for the playoffs on 4 wins, in a bubble of lots of teams all stuck in that similar area of the table. Anyway, my name is Greg Ellis, and today I'm joined by Riders BBL star Raheem May-Thompson. Good afternoon, Raheem.
Good afternoon, Greg. How's it going? Yeah,
good to have you. Good to have you. Really excited to see 2 teams playing well right now. I think it's going to be a fantastic contest with both teams. Looking to get it going. Riders obviously playing yesterday and winning, hosting Manchester Mystics. The first 3 quarters probably the best they've played in a little while, tailing off a little bit in the 4th quarter. When that happens, Raheem, when you play well for most of the game but it tails off a little bit at the end, what sort of things are you thinking about or looking at going into your next game?
You just want to build on the confidence. Like you said, both teams are in really good form, and just come and continuing from that progress, they'll try and get into the best what they can to for the playoffs coming up, and obviously for the Riders to try and win the league as well.
Absolutely, yeah, looking to build on the success they've already had this season, sitting in 2nd place with a 9-1 record, closely behind London Lions, also on 1 loss, and in 3rd place, Sevenoaks Suns, sitting on 0 losses with a perfect league record so far. So imperative the Riders are able to maintain the pressure on the other teams towards the end of the top end, and I think the league title is a real target for them this season, isn't it, Raheem?
Yeah, definitely. It's something they can attain, and the way they've been playing, you'd expect them to get it too.
Absolutely, yeah, they're definitely a team with lots of momentum. The new girls coming in, we've seen Azania Stewart play fantastic yesterday, massive, and with all their experience with GB and going to the Olympics and the Commonwealth Games, what sort of influence do you think she makes on the team like the Riders, which is a primarily young side?
She brings a lot of experience. Obviously, she played in a lot more well-known leagues around the world too. So it's definitely just a wealth of experience and knowledge that she brings in.
Absolutely, a wealth of experience she brings to the side, and definitely a massive coup for the Riders to be able to bring her in on the deadline day deal. So soon to get underway here at the Loughborough Netball Centre. Riders will be starting with Holly Winterburn, Hannah Robb, Anna Lappencooper, Azania Stewart and Amber Smith. Newcastle Eagles will be starting with Maddie McVicker, Abigail Lowe, Deborah Rodriguez Perez, Orioma Chukwu Etu and Alison Gurrell. I think we're expecting a big game from Alison Gurrell, averaging 24.5 points per game so far this season, very much the leader for this Newcastle side. So it'll be interesting to see what Riders do to try and look after her during this game. Both teams working their way onto the court. Trying to get themselves pumped up and ready to go. Obviously, no crowds in the arena to help them get going at this point in the game. As a player, Raheem, how do you think you would have reacted with no crowds?
A few games, I would say, it is a bit weird with no atmosphere like that, but I guess the bench plays more into it and that. But whenever you're out there and playing and competing, you're always getting yourself up for the game no matter what. So it is a bit of a weird atmosphere, but you're still there, ready to win.
As both players from both teams taking the need to show their support for the Black Lives Movement and the fact there's no room for racism in basketball, sport, or the wider world in which we live. Stewart will be against Rodriguez for the tip. Stewart winning the tip, tipping it to Holly Winterburn. Will get us going. Riders with the first offense of the ball game. Rob handing off to Stewart. Returns the ball to Rob, looking to feed Smith in the corner. Winterburn calls for the screen, attacks the middle. Scoop pass to Stewart. Not able to gather, but Smith does gather. and is fouled. We'll head to the line for 2 shots. Yeah, a fantastic attempted pass from Holly Winterburn.
Yeah, I was just about to say that was a great pass from Winterburn. Shame about the catch, but it was right there in the right spot. It would have been an easy layup for sure.
Absolutely, Riders trying to work the ball into those high percentage areas early. Smith makes the first, gets Riders on the board early in this one. Smith makes both, a 71% free throw shooter since he's joined the WBBL. McVicker running the offense for the Eagles. Pass is tipped by Lappin Cooper, but Eagles will keep it. McVicker finds Gurrell. Feeding Rodriguez in the high post. Wraparound bounce pass does get it back to Gurrell, who finishes off the glass.
I don't know about that switch there. That was a bit too easy, and it gave a really easy mismatch inside there.
Yeah, Gurrell's going to enjoy that if she gets that mismatch every time. Lappin Cooper establishing the offense for the Riders. Hesitation dribble, bounce pass to Stewart, attacking the basket, kick out, finds Smith in the corner. Rims out, rebounded Rodriguez. Gurrell, one-handed pass, finds the trail cutter, Chukwuetu, not able to finish. Rob cleaning up, coming away with the ball for the Riders. Riders isolating Smith on the left-hand side of the court. Gets the ball one-on-one with McVicker. She'll like that mismatch and goes to basket for 2. Smith probably a little bit too big for a defender there, Raheem.
Yeah, definitely. She just worked her way right between those defenders anyway. It was a nice move. Yeah,
Riders able to isolate her against the smaller defender. Hannah Robb hands come away with the ball, takes it away from McVicker, getting out in transition. Off the glass, rims out for Hannah Robb. Gurrell coming away with the ball under pressure from Robb. Gurrell gets to the middle of the floor. Kick out finds Lowe. Gets deep within the paint. Kick out finds Chukwuetu. 3-point shot is long, rebounded Stewart. Winterburn. Stewart, hand off, Lappin Cooper. Riders once again getting the ball into Smith in the high post. Robs. Head fake, gets inside, kick out, finds Winterburn on the wing. Will hit for 3, Holly Winterburn. First points of the ball game for Holly today.
Already, whenever they're getting in the middle, the whole Eagles defense is collapsing, and they've got a few open looks from it. That's I think one of the first to connect like that though so far.
Absolutely, I think a definite sort of game plan starting to form for the Riders, looking to collapse the Eagles defense and open up the shooters. Rodriguez working deep in the post. Smith saw the ball, attempted to go for it, got all of the body, so that'll be 2 shots for Rodriguez. You could see Smith's eyes light up as she thought she was going to get a block. First shot is long for Rodriguez. Of course, a former Sheffield Hatter, so plenty of WBBL experience for Rodriguez. Makes the second. Cuts a deficit as Eagles show a little bit of full court pressure, try and slow down the Riders' offense, but Lappin Cooper comes away with the ball. Lowe almost takes the pass, but Winterburn keeps it. Lappin Cooper resetting the offense. Once again, Riders look to isolate Smith. Foot violation from Vicker will see Riders get a fresh 14 and sideline ball. I think Riders, we've seen them look to isolate Smith a lot early in this ball game. It's obviously proving herself to be a go-to player early in this ball game, Raheem.
She's definitely, every time they've got a lot of inside presence, and as you can see, whenever they get it in, they have to pay attention and play help, and it's going to open things up on the outside up for them.
Hannah Robb working hard on the offensive glass, pulling it down. And last touch by Lowe, I believe, so we'll be staying with the Riders as Maya Brewer will check in for the first time today, replacing Anna Lappin Cooper. Ella Clark also checking in for Azania Stewart, a sign of the Riders' depth that they've got Brewer and Clark coming off the bench. Rob to inbound for the Riders. Finds Winterburn. Attacking middle, knocked away by Lowe. Ball is knocked out of bounds by an Eagle. Stays the Riders. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. A bit of shot clock pressure. When you've got a short shot clock, Raheem, what are you trying to do in this situation?
Probably just got to get in and just try and get a good look at the rim. But you've got to do something relatively quick.
Brewer does exactly
like
that. Yeah. Gets the ball one-on-one in a spot she clearly loves to shoot the ball, rises above a defender to finish as McVicker starts the offense for the Eagles. Finds Gurrell. Quick first step. Gets a defender in the air. Reverses to McVicker. Clark with the rejection. Gurrell attacking the baseline. Drop off to Rodriguez. Denied once again by Ella Clark as Smith collects the rebound. Winterburn looking ahead finds Brewer.
Oh, travel.
Not able to gather the ball. I think probably caught in two minds there about
Yeah.
what she wanted to do. Travels with the ball. Gurrell. Rodriguez. Low attempt to the backdoor cut. Wasn't able to shake a defender, so came back and got the ball at the top. Winterburn feels she knocked it off with Low out of bounds.
Thought she might have just touched it before it went out.
From here it did look an unusual one, but referee's much closer than us, we'll have to take their word for it. Low. Spin dribble, gets past Rob. Kick out finds Rodriguez. Uses the head fake and her length to explode to the basket, not able to get it to go. Smith gathers the rebound. Winterburn. Ball movement for the Riders, gets it into Maya Brewer's hands. Crossover dribble. Gets the ball to Smith. Goes all the way across the key. Not able to get it to drop as McVicker grabs the rebound, looks ahead, finds Gurrell. Running the floor. Goes underneath the basket to protect the ball from Ella Clark. Finishing for two. Smart use of the basket to protect the ball from the defender there, Raheem.
Definitely, it was a nice reverse. It's hard, especially when you know you've got a shot blocker coming. It's one of the best finishes you can do to try and not get your shot blocked and finish.
Absolutely, yeah. Ella, of course, already having 2 blocks in the game, so she's getting after it early. Rob, Winterburn. Kick out finds Ella Clark. 3-point attempt is short, rebounded Rodriguez. Gurrell looking to put some tempo into the game. Steps out, pulls up. 3-point shot of her own is short. Brewer slows it down in reply. Under pressure from Lowe. But maybe a little bit too much pressure as the foul is called. Both teams making a fleet of changes. See Lappin Cooper as Stewart return to the floor. Janajewska checking in for the first time for the Riders. As Eagles, we will see Oates, Smith, and Bland check in for the first time. Lappin Cooper starting the offense for the Riders. Brewer coming up off the low pick from Ella Clark. Gets a high ball screen from Stewart. Finds Lappin Cooper. Shot is a little short, rims out. Georgia Smith grabbing the rebound. Looks ahead, finds Gurrell. Finishing through the contact in transition.
That was a nice finish.
Tough finish through the contact. We'll head to the line for one more as the foul is called on Anna Lappin Cooper. Great body control on that finish, Raheem.
Yeah, definitely. When you've got the fast break there, you've got to make the most of it. Often someone will come over and foul, so you've got to be ready. And she finished perfectly there.
Absolutely, not only rewarded with the finish, but we'll head to the line. Let's see if she can complete the 3-point play. Alison Gurrell, of course, the captain and leading scorer for the Eagles. Finishes off the 3-point play, cuts it to a 1-point ball game. And the Eagles extend the defense, something we've seen after free throws from them before.
Yeah, they definitely they start with this press, and it's not like they don't look to trap too hard off of it though.
And the clock turnaround is no good. So we're not trying to trap too hard. You think it's just a case of trying to slow the Riders' half-court offense down?
You'd think so. It looks like it anyway.
Georgia Smith's runner is no good. Lappin Cooper grabs the rebound. Slows the ball down. Riders running a double high post set with Stewart and Clark. Lappin Cooper, Stewart, KJ. puts it up. Hits for 3. KJ gets your Riders up 4. Fantastic shot from the young player. Eagles once again feeding Rodriguez inside. Kick out finds Bland. 3-point shot is no good. Lappenkeeper coming away with it. Clark. Stewart. Fantastic one-handed take.
Ooh.
Can't finish on the basket, but that grab, that pass was not quite on the money. She's still able to pull it down, go to basket, showing all of her skills there, Raheem.
Yeah, that was a great move. She just caught it, and took one dribble and got right to the spot she wanted to.
She will go to the line for 2 shots for her efforts. Makes the first. Makes them both. Always a great thing to see as a teammate if one of your centres, your forward players, is making free throws. Big relief when that happens. Oates. Gurrell gets a defender in the air. Not able to connect with Bland as Clark comes away with the ball. Clark looking ahead. Slows it down. We'll get the ball to Lappenkeeper, who will establish the Riders' half-court offense. Lovely high-low action from the Riders, not able to finish that time as Gurrell comes away with the ball. In and out dribble and goes back the other way, round the back. Alison Gurrell showing off her handles. Rodriguez. Setting up the post, but gets a defender in the air, finishing off the glass. Sweet move from Rodriguez. Lappenkeeper. Brewer puts it up. Shot a little long. Almost bathed into the shot. The Newcastle defense just sitting off a little bit there.
Yeah, they kind of let her shoot that one.
Bland. Oates. Bland finds Smith on the turn. Finds the front rim but bobbles in. Gets Newcastle back within 2. 1 minute 15 left to play in this first quarter. Lappenkeeper. Get off the high ball screen. Brewer. Gets to the middle, finds Lappenkeeper on the kick out. Shot is a little long. Gurrell grabbing another rebound. Georgia step back, shot rims out. Rebounded by Bland, not able to get the drop on the second chance. Lappenkeeper. Brewer puts it up again. This time it's good for Maya Brewer, hits for 3, gets Riders up 5. Maybe the Eagles won't sit back on her next time she's got the ball. Gurrell slowing it down as the shot clock is switched off here at the end of the first quarter. Spins one way round the back. Gets the ball to Bland. Ball is tipped, but gets it away to Gurrell, who gets it off in time. Off the glass is no good. Thought it was going to drop off the glass.
That's banking for sure.
It did look like the bank was going to be open for Gurrell there. 1 quarter down, Riders up 17, plays Newcastle Eagles 12. Obviously, Riders coming off of a back-to-back, having played yesterday, Raheem. What does it take out of you having to play sort of 2 games in a weekend?
It's definitely tiring, but usually you'll feel it for the next game for sure. But usually you're always up to get ready to take 2. That's a chance to go up two games in the league. So you look at it as a great opportunity as well, but it definitely takes its toll on the body.
Absolutely, and the girls that played well yesterday, sort of the standout players, Ella Clark, Azania Stewart and Holly Winterburn, will be brimming with confidence from yesterday's performance, which I'm sure would help carry them through.
Yeah, definitely. That is the good thing. When you do have 2 games back to back, if you have a great game the first game, you often do carry it over, and good things come the second game, and that's a good way to build up your form and really get things going for yourself, not only as a team but for yourself as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think earlier we've seen the Riders bring some of that through and leading as a result of that. Some sort of first quarter leaders then. Leading all scorers, unsurprisingly, is Arison Gurel. 7 points personal. Leading for the Riders and is Maya Brewer with 5 points. Gurel also leading the rebounding stats with 4 rebounds personal. And interesting that both teams shooting an exact replica of each other in field goal percentage. Both teams 5 of 16, exactly the same, which is unusual in a 5-point game. So as both teams get ready to come back onto the floor, we'll see what adjustments coaches may have made getting ready for the second quarter. Newcastle will be coming out with McVicker, Smith, Oates, Bland and Rodriguez. Riders returning to the floor with Robb, Winterburn, Smith, Clark and Janijewska. Eagles will get us underway at the start of this second quarter. Looking to chip into the deficit. Only 5 points, so still a very close ball game. And with the run of form that they're in, they'll be very confident going into this second quarter. Bland, Smith, McVicker gets the high ball screen from Rodriguez. Looks to hit the roller, but Riders' smothering defense takes the ball away.
It's a nice attempted one-hand pass.
Absolutely, yeah, wonderful. McVicker very quick on the pass release. I think we've seen that already so far today. Clark, Smith, KJ, skip pass, finds Clark, lets it fly. Shot a little long.
Good box out.
Strong box out, but Hannah Robb able to get on the floor and grab it anyway. Round the back from Winterburn, crossover, kick out, finds Smith. Hits for 3. Amber Smith. She's done it inside, now she's doing it outside. Gets your Riders up by 8 points. McVicker under pressure from Robb. Attacking the middle. Smith dives on the floor to get it for the Riders. Robb gathers and a foul is called on Newcastle number 8, Rachel Bland.
You'd love to see a teammate dive on the floor after a wall.
Absolutely, gets everybody going. Eagles will make a double switch. Gurel and Lowe checking back in for Oates and Rodriguez getting her first rest of the day. Winterburn. Riders once again looking to isolate Smith against McVicker in the low post. Winterburn finds KJ on the opposite side. Kick out, finds Smith. Steps out of bounds, unfortunately, as she was attempting to explode down the baseline. Once again, Riders looking to sort of isolate the Smith against McVicker in the offensive low post there again.
Yeah, they've had great success doing it, and even then, every time they've been able to get a drive middle.
Robb takes the balls away, runs the full length of the court, finishing for 2. And with that, Newcastle Eagles coach Chris Bunton will call a timeout. He's seen enough. Riders extending the lead to 10 points. 8:25 left to play in this second quarter. Riders 22, Newcastle Eagles 12. And a very positive start for the second quarter from Riders here.
Yeah, definitely. As I said before, they're getting great drives and playmaking, great going middle, and it's opening lots of things up. And they're getting open shots or good looks just outside if they're able to get in that easy.
And it feels, certainly at the start of this second quarter, the offense is coming easier to them than it is at the other end for Newcastle, and that's just probably a signature of the Riders' intensity they've started to bring on the defensive end, isn't it?
For sure. nothing. They're not getting anything easy, and we've already seen a few block shots here. Like every single bucket is hard to come by for the Eagles.
Absolutely, something you'd probably really like to see if you're coach Jesper Sundberg. We'll see what adjustments Eagles coach Chris Bunton can make out of the timeout. See if he can get some easy offense going for Newcastle. Have been relying heavily on Gorell so far. See if they can get some of the other girls going in the team. Eagles returning to the floor with Smith, Gorell, McVicker, Lowe and Bland. Riders will be returning with Smith, KJ, Winterburn, Clark and Rob. Eagles will inbound from the back. 8:25 left to play in this second quarter as Bland will inbound to McVicker. Starts the offense for the Eagles. Low. Gorell gets the ball under pressure from Winterburn, turns around. Quick first step, spins. Kick out, finds Bland, hit. Puts the shot up but is long, will bounce out to a rear Riders ball. Eagles bringing the full court pressure once again. First time we've seen it not on the back of a free throw.
I'm imagining this now to try and reverse this deficit, maybe speed them up a little bit, and maybe force the Riders into a turnover.
As Clark finds Smith cutting to the middle, gathers the ball, spins away from the defender, is able to finish for two. Smart move from Smith just to see the defender away from the ball. McVicker, low. Looking to attack middle, finds Bland. Bounce pass, finds Gorell. Great pass from Bland. And Gorell finishes for two. Eagles probably want to see a lot more of that coming in this second quarter. Winterburn, Clark feeds Rob. Lets it fly, rims out, rebounded Bland. McVicker looks ahead, finds Low. Stops, pops. Shot rims out, Gorell and Rob fighting the rebound. Last touch by Gorell will be a Riders ball. As Eagles make a switch, which will see Chukwu Etu check back into the ball game, replacing Bland. Winterburn. Rob. Smith. Now guarded by Gorell. Winterburn on the clock on the turnaround is no good. Rebounded KJ. Goes up and is fouled. By McVicker, sending KJ to the line for two shots. First personal foul for McVicker. Once again, one of the Riders players able to sort of isolate McVicker low in the sort of offensive post once again, Raheem. Really looking to target her size defensively, aren't they?
They've got many mismatches inside, and lots of players that can score inside or around that area. So it does it forces other defenders to be dragged over and have to maybe leave their assignments just to help out for a second or two.
Row handoff Smith. Rob reads the pass, takes it away. Runs the full kick, what's a layup. As another timeout is called by Newcastle Eagles coach Chris Bunton. Two pretty quick timeouts there, so he's really not happy with what he's seeing. I mean, what sort of stuff are you expecting him to be saying to his team?
Nothing's coming easy. Like, they can't get a shot, and they can't even set up or run on offense. They're getting the ball stolen. The Eagles are getting the ball stolen from them, leading to these fast breaks. And when you can't even run an offense, it can be pretty frustrating. So I can imagine he'll have some words to say to them and try and just get them out of this funk and just get the ball over and set up and get a good look at the rim anyway.
Absolutely, only 2 points scored so far this quarter by the Newcastle Eagles. In this sort of situation, what would you want your go-to play to get the scoreboard moving again?
You probably want to set up something that's like the Riders have been doing, inside isolation, especially for one of their leading scorers like Alison Gorell or someone like that. She's already been putting on an amazing scoring effort for them. So as you said before, I imagine they do want to get someone else involved too, because she can't do it all by herself right now. So you imagine someone else will step up and help chip away as well.
Absolutely. Alison Grell, 9 points personal out of Newcastle's 14. So very much leading from the front, but yeah, could probably do with a bit of scoring assistance. Whereas the Riders scoring a little bit more spread. Amber Smith on 9, but KJ and Maya Brewer both on 5 points personal. Out of the timeout, Gorell and the Eagles will get us going. McVicker. Is fouled. Riders number 9, Hannah Robb. Eagles sideline ball. Gorell will inbound. Finds Etu. A second quick foul is called on the Riders, once again on Hannah Robb.
They got exactly what they were going for, exactly what I said they would before. It was a great move to get Gorell into the post again, and she just picks up an easy foul from Riders there.
Yeah, Hannah Robb will sit with two fouls as Maya Brewer returns to the action. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they look to get Gorell inside one-on-one with Hannah Robb there. As we see Gorell run off a screen once again, not able to get to the shot to go. Amber Smith jumping the highest to get the rebound. Riders once again running the A-frame offense. Into there. Finds KJ, puts it up for 3 more. KJ moving on to 8 points personal. Fantastic impact off the bench. Gorell. McVicker gets it going at the other end. Her first points of the ball game for 3. Exactly what Newcastle would want to see, somebody else chipping in with a scoring effort.
Definitely a great reply to the 3 at the other end too.
Absolutely, with that coach Jesper Sundberg calling a timeout. 5:54 left to play in this second quarter. As the referee shows his hops, getting the net back down. Your Leicester Riders leading 31, Newcastle Eagles 17. Obviously Sundberg not happy with something he's probably seen in the last couple of minutes. Maybe that 3, because it was not heavily contested. I mean, what do you expect Jesper to be saying to his team right now?
I mean, they've been doing a great job other than that right there. So it'll just be keep applying the pressure and not let them get as easy looks. You can hear Jesper yelling over, not to give certain people too much space when they have done. And luckily Riders haven't been punished for it though.
Yeah, in the last couple of plays, obviously McVicker hitting that 3, but also they have been able to isolate Gorell inside a little bit, which forced Hannah Robb to get 2 quick fouls and has consequently taken out of the game for a short period of time. So we'll see what adjustments Riders can make. We're certainly going to probably try and lock in on Gorell a little bit more and get the ball out of her hands in those dangerous areas. Both teams coming back onto the floor. We will see Lappin Cooper return for the Riders, as it's Lappin Cooper, Winterburn, Clark, KJ and Brewer. Eagles will come out with Oates, Gorell, Lowe, McVicker and Chukwu Etu. Eagles coming out with the full court press. It looks a little bit more front court pressure applied this time.
Yeah, definitely. Even someone on the ball this time. It looks they're really trying to pressure higher up the court this time.
Riders able to get out of the press. Holly Winterburn finding KJ and releasing the pressure.
Mismatch in the post here.
Clark on McVicker. Turn around. Shot is good. First points for Ella Clark. Almost a trademark move for her. Gorell gets the ball back. Attacks middle. Gets the ball to McVicker. Kick out. Chukwu Etu drives all the way down the middle of the lane to the basket for 2. Eagles once again bring the pressure, but it is much more passive and retreats early as Lappin Cooper establishes the offense for the Riders.
That's one of the bad things about the press too. Last time they pressed so high up they were left with mismatches at the back of the press, and it can kind of mess up their half-court defense.
Yes, obviously Eagles showing zone here, and it just forced players to go into areas they probably weren't comfortable in, as Winterburn shows something from her trick bag. Gurrell spins away from the defender on the catch. Kick out. Finds low. Shot rims out. Chukwu Etu and KJ battling for the ball, but it falls to Gurrell. Low. Gets all the way to the middle. Shot is up. A little too strong. Brewer grabbing the rebound. Winterburn. Hand off to KJ. Attacks the middle, steps through. On the run, finishes for 2. Suddenly we have a new game-leading scorer. KJ with 10 points personal. Gurrell. Going across the lane. Shot challenged by Ella Clark. And the foul is committed. We'll send Gurrell to the line for 2 shots. Once again, Gurrell attacking the middle, attacking the heart of defence, and good things happening for Newcastle, Raheem.
Yeah, definitely. They're getting in there and she's just forcing riders to foul and finishing as well, often at times.
Yeah, we'll head to the line, see if she can punish them even further. First is good for Gurrell. Makes them both. Returns to being the game's leading scorer. 11 points. Newcastle bring the press once again. But if they look long, it has left Clark being guarded by McVicker once again.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if they want to keep doing that.
Brewer, Lapp and Cooper. Winterburn.
There we go. They
Clark.
finally recognised it. Oh.
Not able to get the shot to go on the turnaround, rims out, but isolating the smaller defender, able to go up over and forcing McVicker to foul her. Heading to the line for 2 shots will be McVicker's second foul. First foul shot is good for Ella. Second shot rebound is last touched by KJ, so it'll be Eagles ball. Both teams making double switches. We'll see Smith and Stewart return to the action for Riders. And Rodriguez and Bland checking in for the Eagles. Gurrell running the offense now that McVicker has sat down. Rodriguez in the high post. Hands off to Lowe. Kick out. 3-point shot is up and is a little short for Chukwu Etu. Winterburn. Eagles bringing the press again, looking to trap. Winterburn able to get the pass down the court to Brewer.
Unlucky.
Shot rims out. Chukwu Etu gets the ball into the front court for the Eagles. Ball finds its way to Lowe. Lovely in and out dribble. Not able to finish on the run over the bigger defender. But a nice move all the same. Winterburn. Skip pass finds Maya Brewer. 3-point shot rims out for Brewer. But is able to tip the ball and put Eagles under pressure and force them to knock the ball out. So it'll be Riders' ball. Courtesy of the effort from Maya Brewer. Missed the shot but didn't give up on the play there.
Yeah, definitely. That was great pressure that far up the court too.
Playing defence for the full length of the court as Georgia Smith checks back in for the Eagles, replacing Abigail Lowe. Lapp and Cooper under pressure, finds Winterburn. Quick head fake, bounce pass finds its way to Stewart. Looks to go to work, spins one way then the other, off the glass for 2. Just drop the shoulder a little bit to get rid of some space.
That was a great move.
Vintage Stewart. Rodriguez. Gurrell for high ball screen. Looks to shoot over Stewart. Shot is long, rebounded Smith. He gives it to Winterburn to bring up the court. Winterburn finds Brewer. Crossover, spins, turnaround jump shot is a little long. Both teams fighting for the rebound, but Smith grabs it. Looks ahead, finds Gurrell. Steps one way, then the other, off the glass for two. Fantastic footwork from Alison Gurrell. Heading to the line for one more. At the moment, she's doing it all for the Eagles.
Definitely, she's putting in a good effort for them. As you said, she just needs some more from the rest of the teammates around her.
Absolutely putting a captain shift in so far today, leading her team in points and in rebounds. As she finishes the three-point play, Eagles will make a switch. We'll see McVicker check in. And as a substitution is called, so is a timeout by coach Jesper Sundberg. 1:43 left to play in this second quarter. Leicester Riders 40, Newcastle Eagles 24. Newcastle Eagles having only scored 12 points this quarter, and I'm sure Jesper Sundberg will be pleased with his team's defensive effort.
Definitely, nothing's coming easy, and there's pressure on every point on the court, not just in their own half.
Yeah, and although playing much of their defence in the half court, we've seen a lot of full court defence from Newcastle, but often leaving mismatches in their own backcourt.
Yeah, they're trying to apply some more pressure than Riders are even, but they're just not seeing any returns on it. More mismatches at the other end and opportunities to get scored on easier in the half court set.
Yeah, I think Riders have looked a couple of times to try and isolate the smaller defender with both Amber Smith and Ella Clark, and it's sort of worked for them so far. We'll see if when Eagles bring out that press, whether they'll still be putting the smaller defender at the back of the press or whether they'll move her further forward in the press. As Eagles come out with Smith, Bland, McVicker, Rodriguez and Gurrell. Riders will come out with Lapham Cooper, Winterburn, Brewer, Smith and Azania Stewart. Referee just having a word with Chris Bunton. I believe it's over timeouts. Before we get this game back underway, obviously 1:43 left to play in the quarter, and Newcastle obviously 16 points down. They'll really want to have a little run for this final 1:43 to get some momentum going into half time.
Yeah, for sure, just try and cut this deficit as much as they can, so the rest of the half is a lot easier to get back into.
Absolutely, if they can just chip away even sort of 6 of those points in the next 1:43, get it back to 10 point, you definitely feel like you're back in striking distance.
For sure, it's a lot better mind state to go into at half time with only a 10-point lead to chase, rather than 15 or 16.
I'm sure that's the message that Coach Bunton was telling his team during the timeout. The game's restart still delayed here. Gurrell having to come back out, low returns. I believe due to the rule where no time has come off the clock since she's been substituted out, you can't be substituted back in until at least a second has come off the clock. So it must have been what the referee and coaches were talking over. But Gurrell's in the substitution box as it now is with the COVID guidelines. So we'll see her return shortly as Riders get the ball inside then outside to Smith, who hits for three. Amber Smith having a fantastic game so far today. McVicker under pressure from Lapham Cooper. Through the legs. Pass is tipped by Lapham Cooper, then pulled in by Smith. Just caught in two minds, thought she was going to be able to release Lapham Cooper. The pass wasn't there, so she came down with it and unfortunately travelled with the ball. As we now will see Gurrell check in for low. 1:09 left to play in this second quarter. McVicker able to get past the defender, great drive off the glass, a little strong. Smith finds Lapham Cooper this time. Winterburn gets the ball back from Lapakuba. Ball movement finds Smith. Brewer throws the jab step. Defender doesn't bite. Ball reversal to Winterburn. Drop off for Smith, who passes across the key to Stewart. Fantastic team interplay there.
Great passing in the opposition's key there.
Whenever you can get inside, getting post-to-post passes like that is always going to lead to good things. Gurrell, guarded by Brewer. Foul is called. On Riders 10, Maya Brewer. Riders switch will see Ella Clark check in for Maya Brewer. Sits down, 26.1 seconds left in this half. Only one personal foul for Maya Brewer, so not a disaster. But it will see Gurrell on the line.
Again, like getting easy ones at the line for sure.
First one misses out. She'll want to make this one cut it back to 20 points. Makes the second. Newcastle bring the press, and we do see McVicker much higher in the press this time. Winterburn. Riders slowing it down in the A-frame offence. Winterburn with the two high post players, Stewart and Clark. Stewart feeds Smith, but the pass is tipped away by Bland. McVicker coming away with it. 5 seconds left. In and out dribble, showing off the handles. Off the glass. Is rebounded by Rodriguez, who can't get it to go. Riders probably let off a little bit there. Unfortunate that Rodriguez wasn't able to finish off the rebound. That is half time here at the Loughborough Netball Centre. Leicester Riders will be pleased with their half's work. 45 points plays Newcastle Eagles 25, and I think so far it's been a story about the Riders' defence, hasn't it, Raheem?
Yeah, definitely. The pressure on all parts of the court, and it's just led to easy ones, and they've been getting good looks on the opposite end.
Absolutely. I think we've seen a number of occasions where the defence has led to easy offence for the team. And Riders' defence able to keep the Newcastle Eagles offence to only 31% from the field, which is massive, and also very similar to the last time these two teams met, where Riders were able to really hold the Eagles' offence, and they're looking to do the exact same thing today. At the end of this first half, me and Raheem are going to take a short break here. We'll be back for the second half, so make sure you join us and we'll see how this game turns out. Hello and welcome back to the Loughborough Netball Centre here at Loughborough University for the second half of WBBL Championship action. The Leicester Riders leading 45, playing Newcastle Eagles 25. And before the break, me and Raheem were talking about that it was very much a defensive-led effort by the Riders. The stats do reflect that. Riders already having 9 points from turnovers. Newcastle with 0 points from turnovers. That's a massive stat, isn't it, Raheem?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's almost 10 extra points given just from defensive alone, leading to easy offense. Absolutely,
and certainly Newcastle will be looking to change that, to look to get back into this ball game in the second half. And I expect to see a big uplift in their defensive intensity they're looking to bring. Newcastle led by the 15 points personal for Alison Gurrell, but nobody else has more than 3 points, and I think we've seen that Gurrell needs probably a little bit of scoring support so far in this first half.
For sure, like 15 points personal is amazing, but with only the rest of the team contributing 10 points, you'd want a bit more to come, not only from the rest of the starting five, but from the bench as well.
Absolutely, and bench points been massive for the Riders. Only 2 bench points for the Eagles in response to Riders' 18 bench points, which in itself is nearly the difference in the game. Both teams back on the floor, ready to get our third quarter underway here. Riders will inbound. The Riders are coming out with Rob, Smith, KJ, Ella Clark and Holly Winterburn. Newcastle will start with Chukwu Etu, McVicker, Rodriguez, Gurrell and Lowe. KJ looking for the backdoor cut, is tipped but gets to Winterburn anyway. Ball is kicked out. And 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded and taken away eventually by Chukwu Etu. Brings the ball up the court. Lowe. Ball is tipped and eventually gathered by Hannah Robb, getting on the floor for her team.
Yeah.
Lowe.
Rob's been active, as you see. She's often got quite a few steals, or just tipping or affecting Eagles' offense.
One of the most active defensive players on the Riders roster, Hannah Robb. Ends in a jump ball situation, which the arrow favours the Eagles. McVicker finds Gurrell cutting hard to basket, able to pin a defender, kick out, finds Chukwu Etu. Shot is long and must have hit the cable above the ring as the referee has signalled out of bounds. Riders ball. But Eagles there trying to get somebody else, not just Gurrell, involved in the offence there.
Yeah, for sure. They're trying to get some other looks and hopefully make the whole offense come easier to them.
Winterburn looks inside and finds Ella Clark right at the basket, finishing 2. Fantastic seal on her defender. Made it that she just caught it and put it straight up into the basket.
They keep working that high-low on this. They've been getting easy looks, but that might be the easiest look they've got from it today so far.
Absolutely. Rodriguez hands off to McVicker, puts it up. 3-point shot is short. Rebounded by KJ, but both teams now fighting for the ball. Once again, we'll have a jump ball situation. Arrow this time favouring the Riders, be Riders ball. Eagles extending the defence and reverting to a man defence. Winterburn not on the same page. Smith not looking, and Gurrell takes the ball away.
She would have been on the end, been ready for that pass. I'm sure she would have got an easy layup from it.
Yeah, a great pass, but not quite on the same page. Gurrell looking for help, finds Chukwu Etu. Feeds Rodriguez deep inside the key. Drop step onto the right hand. No good off the glass. Hannah Robb dribbles out of the trap, gets on the floor, but gets the ball away to Winterburn. No player gets on the floor more than Hannah Robb. Smith, again high-low option, but Eagles able to read it, and Lowe denies the shot, but will ball stay with the Riders. Once again, Riders using the high-low option to get inside for what initially looked like an easy score until Lowe took it away.
That was great help defense, where it was looking to be an easy layup for sure.
Winterburn attacking baseline, and foul is called. Gurrell not able to stay in front of her. only Gurrell's first personal foul. And Newcastle will need her to avoid foul trouble for any hopes of a comeback, you feel?
Sure.
Rob inbounds finds Clark. Riders going high-low once again, but Smith not able to gather under pressure from Gurrell. Loses the ball out of bounds. Eagles ball. Gurrell starting the offense. Looking at 4 high offense from Newcastle. Chukwuetu looking for Vicar on the backdoor cut, is able to find her. Reverse layup is no good. Rob grabs another rebound, comes away with the ball. Finds Winterburn in transition, hits the 3. Holly Winterburn stepped into it. They always look good.
Lots of time, lots of space.
And Holly Winterburn is going to punish all of that time and that space afforded to her. Double high screens for Newcastle's Gurrell finds McVicker in the corner. Attacks middle, kick out, finds Gurrell in the corner. 3-point attempt is short. Both teams fighting for the rebound. Low on the floor for her team, but rebounded eventually by KJ. Winterburn in and out dribbles, under pressure from Chukwuetu. Winterburn kick out, finds Rob, gets a defender in the air. Rob finds Smith in the mid-range, a little strong. Again, both teams fighting for the rebound. A renewed intensity from Newcastle on these 50-50 balls in the second half.
They're getting to them a lot more than they were in the first half.
So far, everything just a little bit more difficult than one in the first half for the Riders as Gurrell looks to go inside. Chukwuetu grabbing an offensive rebound. Rodriguez puts it up. Long 2 is good for Rodriguez. It's Eagles' second highest scorer with only 5 points personal. Winterburn, Smith, attacking the middle. Off the glass, strong move for 2. Showing a wider range, scoring options, Amber Smith today. As Low draws the foul. Riders number 3, KJ. Smith and Winterburn will check out and earn a rest, replaced by Lappin, Cooper and Stewart. And Low will inbound for the Eagles from the sideline. Rodriguez popping up after sending a screen for Gurrell. Hand off to Gurrell. Gets the ball back on the roll. Head fake, goes inside. Off the glass, a little too strong, rebounded Clark. KJ looks ahead, finds Lappin, Cooper. Ball movement for the Riders is tipped away, but once again, Hannah Robb on the floor, and we have our 3rd jump ball of the quarter. Ball will be going with the Eagles, and once again, Hannah Robb diving on the floor for her team. Great intensity shown by her today.
She's on the floor on all ends of the court, just everywhere, and very active.
Can't keep her out of the game. Eagles making a switch. Rodriguez sitting down, replaced by Georgia Smith. Smith, quick crossover, finds space, finds Gurrell deep, drops off to Chukwuetu, denied by Zany Stewart, and once again Hannah Robb fighting for the ball. Every time there's an opportunity to show off effort and hustle, Hannah Robb is there, working hard for her team. And it's that sort of intensity you love to see in a teammate, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. That fighting spirit and that competitive drive is something that you want from teammates and those around you.
Definitely becomes infectious. Riders once again look at the high post option, but not able to feed Stewart, but able to feed her on the reverse side.
It was a good look, but I thought she was in there just a bit too long. 3 seconds.
Yeah, Riders' action a little bit too slow, meaning that she's called for the 3 seconds. Smith. Hand off McVicker. Gurrell. Stops on the foul line, puts it up, little long. Lowe grabs the rebound. Rob reads the pass, takes it away. Getting out in the front court is fouled. Will head to the line for 2 shots. Foul will be called on Alison Gurrell. I believe will be her second personal foul. And for the first time today, we'll see Robin Ainge check into the game, replacing KJ. Robin Ainge, one of the leaders of the Loughborough Riders Division 1 women's team. First foul shot is good for Rob. One of the best shooters in the league, Hannah Robb. Makes them both unsurprising. She does average 86% from the foul line. And she will check out for all of efforts, replaced by Maya Brewer. Timeout is called by Newcastle Eagles coach Chris Bunton. 4:33 left in this third quarter. Once again, Newcastle still struggling to get that scoreboard ticking over. Raheem, so yeah, I mean, obviously they potentially tried to move the ball a little bit more, but still only 2 points scored in this quarter. Is it just a case of the swarming pressure brought by the Riders' defense?
Whenever they've been pressured and taken out of their offense, you often see they can't. The passing lanes are being jammed, and you see people are flying in and they're getting easy steals, leading to breaks too. But it's just disrupting everything and not even allowing them to even get a shot up or a shot attempt.
Absolutely, yeah. Once again, only 2 points scored in this quarter so far for Newcastle, and being held to 24% from the field, which realistically probably just isn't going to get it done, is it?
No, definitely not. You need to be shooting at least they need to be shooting in the 50s from now, at least to try and claw this back.
And that is exactly what the Riders are shooting from the field in return, 50%. A lot of that from the easy offense they're getting out of the high-low sets, but also scores in transition provided by their defense. Both teams back onto the floor, ready to get the third quarter back going. We'll see McVicker, Gurrell, Smith, Lowe and Chukwu Etu come out for the Eagles. Ainge, Lappencooper, Stewart, Clark and Brewer on court for your Riders. Smith. Lowe. Eagles trying to set a few off-ball screens to get somebody open, but Lowe goes all the way. Chukwu Etu gets the offensive rebound, puts it in for 2. Active work on the offensive glass by Chukwu Etu, keeping the offense alive, getting the lid off the basket for Newcastle. Lappencooper feeds Clark, who hits Stewart in the low. Kick out to Brewer in the corner. 3-point attempt was no good. As the Eagles look to come away with it, Lowe looks ahead, finds Gurrell, but the pass is tipped away by Stewart to Brewer, who slows it down, splits the defence to get it across the half court. Brewer under pressure from Chukwu Etu. Stewart, skip pass, finds Ainge, attacks the middle. Quick Riders ball movement, finds Ella Clark in the corner. 3-point shot is no good, but Stewart keeping it alive for the Riders. Quick tip pass from Clark, finds Stewart, but she's not quite got back in bounds.
Just a fraction of a second more and she would have been in to get on the end of that pass.
But the speed of the ball movement from the Riders was impressive. And Lowe is checked out for the Eagles, replaced by Rachel Bland. Chukwu Etu, Gurrell. Quick first step, hits the baseline, finds Bland on the opposite corner. Shot is short, rebounded Ainge, as Bland ended up on the floor. Brewer. Lappencooper finds Brewer at the top of the key, lets it fly. 3-point shot rims in and out.
I thought that was good there for sure.
Did look like it was halfway down. Eagles get it over half court. Smith. Gurrell under pressure from Ainge, heads baseline, drop off to Bland. Eagles not able to get a shot up in the 24 seconds. Kind of felt that as much as Riders have mismatched due to the size of Clark and Stewart, the Eagles the other way might have some mismatches that they could use the quicker guards to attack some of those bigger defenders there.
You think so, but they're not going to it, and you saw there the Riders were mismatched out on the perimeter, but they didn't seem to. They looked to work the ball inside to Gurrell rather than maybe make the most of the mismatches they might have on the outside there.
Absolutely, they had Stewart guarding one-on-one on the three-point line a couple of times and didn't sort of take it to her. As we see it once again, and McVicker steps back, hits for three.
You've got to make the most of those. If you've got a big on a guard there, you've got to make the most of it. And you saw Zania wasn't able to guard all the way up, and they were able to shoot it easily.
Yeah, McVicker using the speed of feet to get enough space to get it over the taller defender. Fantastic shot and move. Riders, Brewer attacking the baseline. We'll head to the line for 2 shots. As the foul is called on McVicker. Second personal foul. Potentially he's still pumping with adrenaline from the 3-point shot at the other end, wanting to get in on the action at the defensive end, but Brewer stepping up at the foul line. Makes the first. And the second. Gets the Riders up by 24 points in this third quarter. Although Eagles a much better defensive effort in this quarter, only giving up 11 points so far for the Riders. Once again, Chukwuetu under pressure from Stewart, gets her in the air, gets all the way to the basket, but not able to convert. Lappencooper, kick out, finds Robin Ainge, lets it fly. Hits the upright of the side of the basket, will be out of bounds. Potentially just rushed the shot a little bit there, Robin Ainge. Eagles will make a switch. McVicker will check out, replaced by Amelia Oates. Georgia Smith handling the ball for Newcastle. Eagles setting up a horn set out of the A-frame. Smith, hesitation dribble, gets all the way to the basket, a little strong on the finish. Rebounded Stewart. Lappencooper coming away with it. Looks ahead, finds Brewer. Looks inside, finds Stewart. Kick out pass is read by Bland and taken away. Eagles looking to bring the tempo in the offense. Gurrell will head to the line for 2 shots as she is fouled by Robin Ainge. 49.7 seconds left in this third quarter, and Newcastle really trying to inject some speed into that fast break there.
Yeah, definitely. They're trying to push it up the court and get some easy ones in transition.
Have found it difficult all game so far to break down the Riders' defense. So yeah, probably feel the easiest way to break them down is to beat them down the floor. As Gurrell makes the first. And the second. Move on to 17 points personal. Alison Gurrell having a fantastic day at the office with half her team's points. Lappencooper, Brewer. Attacking the middle and gets the friendly roll to finish for 2. Newcastle so worried about Stewart and finding her that they left a lane that Brewer was able to take advantage of. As Georgia gets it off over Stewart, hits for 3. Georgia Stewart. Couple of 3-pointers we've seen from Eagles guards over Stewart in this third quarter. Not afraid to shoot over her. Lappencooper not able to get anything out of the basket. Smith comes away with it, looks ahead. Eagles not able to get the shot up, trying to get the easy one at the basket, probably not aware of where the clock was and not able to get a shot up, but a much better ending to that quarter for Newcastle. But at the end of the third quarter is Leicester Riders 58, Newcastle Eagles 37. And Riders sort of going into this fourth quarter I guess one of the things I'll be worried about from a coaching's perspective is almost complacency at this point, Raheem.
Yes, with such a big lead, you often can get complacent. But as long as they just keep doing what they're doing, I'm sure they'll keep them at bay with a 20-point lead.
Absolutely. And in terms of some stats so far from the game, leading all scorers so far is Alison Gurrell with 17 points, also pulling down 5 rebounds. Gurrell, so fantastic all-around performance for her. Leading the Riders is Amber Smith, but a much more even spread of the points for the Riders, with KJ 10 points, Maya Brewer also on 9, so a much more even spread. And I think that's probably, we're seeing that Gurrell's having to do a lot of work for Newcastle on the offensive end.
She's putting in a shift for sure, like you said before, and it just needs a little bit more help. And this quarter, a few more Eagles players have started to hit some shots, but they just it might be a little bit too late, really.
Yeah, and we've seen them hit a few shots, and the field goal percentage has climbed from the Eagles. They were struggling at 22%. It has increased to 27%. So still probably not where you want to be, but certainly on the up, and they'll look to continue to improve on that in this fourth and final quarter. And looking at the rebound battle, Riders winning it, but only just 32 rebounds against Newcastle's 27, so much closer than we may have thought on the glass. Both teams coming back out onto the floor. Newcastle coming out with Oates, Bland, Gurrell, Smith and Chukwu Etwu. Riders coming out with Robb, Winterburn, KJ Stewart and Smith. KJ will inbound and get the quarter going for the Riders. Robb under pressure is able to get the ball. Stewart in the high post, once again looking for the high-low option with Smith. Is able to find her under pressure, off the glass for 2. And the foul is called. Basketball court. Basketball count, and Smith will head to the line for one more. Foul is called on Chukwu Etwu for Newcastle. It's her 4th personal foul. Free throw rims in for Smith, gets Riders underway, and the lead up to 24 points in favour of the Riders at the start of this fourth quarter. Gurrell under pressure from Winterburn finds Smith, who lets it fly very quickly, catch and shoot, but it is a little long. Bland keeps it alive as both two players end up on the floor, Robb and Gurrell. Just colliding in the key. Will be Eagles sideline ball. We're able to gather the ball. Gurrell. Great pass out of there, but tipped away by Smith, but gets to another Eagles player, Bland. Another three-point shot from Eagles over Zane Stewart. Lead is down to 21 points, back where we were at the start of the quarter. Stewart feeds Winterburn. Gets the ball caught, stuck a little bit between her legs, but able to get it out, and ball movement finds Hannah Robb at the top, who replies with 3 of her own.
You see, they really look to post anyone and get those post ups. It doesn't matter who it is for Riders, they look to exploit just the inside.
I think out of the 5 we've got on the floor, I think we've seen everyone, apart from Hannah Robb, posting up at one point or another, as Smith gets caught reaching a little bit there, trying to take the ball away. Eagles making a double switch, which you'll see McVicker and Rodriguez check back into the game for Gurrell and Chukwu Etwu. Rodriguez are bringing a bit more size to the Newcastle team. 8:41 left to play in this fourth quarter. Smith to inbound. Finds Bland, who puts it up. Rims out. Rebounded. KJ. Fourth rebound of the game as she attacks the middle. Kick out finds Stewart. Ball movement. Rob. Eagles go back inside to Smith. Passes across to Stewart. Shot rims out, but it's tipped out of bounds by Georgia Smith, so it'll be Ryder's ball. Rob. Hands off to Winterburn. A little bit surprised that it's been given a full 24 seconds. I'm not sure Newcastle had full control of possession of the ball. But Stewart skies for the rebound. Kick out, KJ, Winterburn. Smith in the corner. Both teams fight for the rebound. Once again, Hannah Robb on the floor, but McVicker gets her hands on it, and the foul is called on KJ. Second personal foul. Thought we were going to have another jump ball call. As the game pauses, to allow Xenia Stewart to tie her shoelaces. Eagles will inbound McVicker to get the offense going. High screen from Rodriguez. Oates spins away from a defender, off the glass for two. Nice move from Oates. Smith. Stewart. Once again setting Smith in the low post. As she goes out, Stewart goes in, kick out, finds KJ wide open. 3-point shot is no good. Smith grabs the rebound. Is looking ahead, finds a Ryder's hand, but Bland keeps it alive. Who hits McVicker on the backdoor cut. Kick out, finds Smith wide open herself. 3-point shot is long, rebounded Amber Smith. And Rob just slows it down. Winterburn finds KJ, puts it up. Shot is long, but tipped and eventually rebounded by Georgia Smith. Once again looking to drive the Eagles forwards in the transition play. The ball is slowed down in the front court. McVicker puts it up. 3-point shot is short, rebounded Stewart. 6:25 left in the ball game. Riders leading by 22 points. 64 plays 42. Riders slowing it down. Look to set the high-low option once again with Stewart in the high post. Smith in the low as they now switch. Rob kicks the ball out. Winterburn attacks the middle. Drops off to Stewart, but not able to connect.
Would have got to it.
Yeah, and time would have expired anyway on the shot clock, and Eagles will take another timeout. 6:06 left to play in the fourth quarter, and 22 points, 6 minutes to 6. It feels a massive uphill task for the Eagles to get back in the game. So rather than just looking at it as a 22-point deficit, what sort of things are you saying, or how are you breaking that down if you're Newcastle's coach, Raheem?
Got to break it. You can't worry about the full 20 points, especially with only 6 minutes left. The ship is almost sailed, and for them to get back into it. But you've definitely just got to concentrate on maybe just chipping 5 points and 10 points, just away between the deficit right now. Maybe get it to a 10-point gap, but it is a mountain to climb and with such short time left.
Absolutely, and Eagles will be well aware of that, and I'm sure looking to chip away in, like you say, in the 5 points to 10 points, and seeing if they can get it to anywhere close to 10. You feel if you can get it to 10 with 2 minutes to go, you've always got a chance.
Yeah, you could give yourself, you could get 2 quick stops and maybe hit 2 quick big shots and be right in it, but it's a long way off right now. They just got to concentrate on the closer goals of 5 and 10.
Absolutely. So it's been a close one so far in this fourth quarter. This fourth quarter actually only being led by the Riders by 1 point, having scored 6 points to 5 within the quarter, but having won every quarter so far, it's in a commanding position with 6 minutes and 6 left to play in the ball game. it will be Eagles who get us going. Out of the timeout, Rodriguez to inbound. As the referee ensures that all the players have got their shirts tucked in before we're allowed to start. McVicker finding low on the wing. Quick first step, explodes past the defender, drop off finds Rodriguez, but Smith read it and took it away from behind, but it's tipped and finds Oates. Gurrell able to find Low, again using her pace off the first step. Rodriguez finds Gurrell, she's going to have to let it fly from deep, gets it off in time. 3-point shot is short, both teams battling for the rebound, and it is Newcastle that come up with it, but Ella Clark reads the pass and takes it away. Riders will just slow it down after probably what they felt was a bit of a frantic defensive set for them. But that intensity and that effort is exactly what Newcastle need to bring for the rest of the way. Hannah Robb lets it fly and hits for 3. Not what you need if you're Newcastle trying to get back into the game, is leaving Hannah Robb wide open. McVicker hands off Gurrell. Ballman finds Low. Holly Winterburn over pursuing and committing the foul. Will be Eagles sideline ball. Only second personal foul on Holly. Gurrell. Pass is tipped by Winterburn, gathered by Smith, and Riders come up with the ball. Clark looking inside once again to get Smith one-on-one with her defender, not able to get the drop this time, but a pattern of play that we've seen time and time again from the Riders. McVicker, the hesitation dribble, one-handed to pass, finds Oates, lovely head fake, gets past her defender but not able to convert as Regraves grabs the offensive board. Gurrell attacking the middle, is fouled before she's able to drop off the pass. For Riders, we'll see Emma Morris check in for the first time, replacing Hannah Robb. And for Newcastle, we'll see Molly Arnold check into the game for the first time. Some fresh faces on both teams. 4:24 left to play in this fourth quarter here at the Loughborough Netball Centre. Eagles will inbound through Low. Gurrell. Steps back, sizes the defender up, calls for the high ball screen. Rodriguez brings it. Gurrell attacking Clark, kick out, finds Arnold, lets it fly. Shot is short and rebounded Brewer. Low applying the pressure, but Brewer able to come away with it. Round the back dribble. Winterburn just looks to feed it straight inside to Smith, who finds Clark wide open. 3-point, thinks about going in, but rims out. As McVicker grabs the rebound, comes away with the ball from Newcastle, crosses over her defender, finds Arnold, looking to feed Rodriguez inside. Gets caught a little bit under the basket, round the back pass, finds its way to Morris. Winterburn. Morris gets the ball at the top, lets it fly. 3-point shot is short for Morris. McVicker spins, showing off the handles off the glass.
Unlucky, that was a nice move.
Fantastic move, yeah, showing off the handles and the speed to get at the basket. Winterburn, Brewer attacking the massive hole in the Newcastle defence, punishes it for 2. And timeout is called by Newcastle Eagles. It looked like Riders were ready to make a triple switch, but that will have to wait until after the timeout. 2:45, the Riders have extended the lead. Leicester Riders 69 plays Newcastle Eagles 42. And Riders got to be happy with how their defence is holding up for the full game here.
Yeah, for sure. they've applied the pressure early and then just never took their foot off the pedal and kept on applying the pressure and not letting them get back into it at all.
Yeah, made it very tough all day for the Newcastle Eagles offence, only averaging 25%, 15 off of 58 shooting for them today. And I don't think it's been a case that they've been missing open shots, it's just been that they've been contested every single time.
All the shots have been contested, not only shots, possessions have been contested, there's been ball pressure, there's been pressure on passes, in passing lanes. It's not just one angle that the pressure has been applied from for the Riders, it's on every end that they can.
And Riders will want to carry that intensity through the remaining 2:45, not let their levels drop, and so they can look to take the rhythm that they gather into their next game. Coming up next for them will be a trip away to Cardiff Archers, and they'll be looking to keep the momentum from this double header weekend going forwards. Next game for Newcastle, they will be hosting the Essex Rebels up in Newcastle, so they'll be looking forward to that one, and I think they're looking to take the positives from this game and their recent run to see what they can do at home against Essex. As McVicker gets the ball to Gurrell, looks inside for Rodriguez, does feed her the ball, and backdoor cut for Arnold is rejected by KJ. KJ having a fantastic game so far today. Clark in the high post, finds Ainge, ball movement finds Lackencooper, 3-point shot is off, but rebounded Morris. Lackencooper gets the ball to KJ, lets it fly, hits for three. "13 points personal today for KJ. Gurrell stops, pops. Rebounded by Lowe and put back in for two. The hard work and effort paying for Lowe on the offensive end. Lackencooper. KJ left open again, uses the head fake to get past defender Robin Ainge. Morris. Clark finds KJ inside, who goes underneath, but walks with it. Travelling violation will be Eagles' ball. 1:31 left in the ball game. Lackencooper extending the defence just to ensure that the ball is taken out of McVicker's hands. Low finds Gurrell in the high post. Attacks Ainge, gets the basket, and the foul is called, which will send Gurrell to the line for two shots. First shot rims out for Gurrell. Makes a second, we'll move on to 18 points personal, as Arnold will check out for Newcastle, replaced by Bland. Clark. KJ puts it up. Ball is tipped by Lackencooper, finds its way to McVicker. Showing off the handles. Gets it to Lowe. Foul is called. Riders number 12, Lackencooper. Second personal foul. And with Riders being in the penalty, we'll send Lowe to the line for two shots. First shot rims out. As does the second. Ella Clark grabs the rebound. Out Leicester and the Lackencooper. Lowe reads the pass, takes it away, running the full length of the court, gets a defender to go past her, but they're not able to finish, but she does it the second time with asking. Smart play just to get the defender to go past her there.
Definitely, especially if you know someone's coming to block that shot.
Lowe's worked tirelessly on the defence as Newcastle switched to a 1-3-1 zone. Morris in the corner. Shot is no good. Gurrell, fastest to the rebound, will come away. Goes underneath. Can't finish as Lappin-Cooper gathers the ball. Shot clock will be switched off for the Riders. Lappin-Cooper gets it across halfway and will dribble the ball out. Riders taking a fantastic victory to complete a double win weekend at home here for the Leicester Riders. Leicester Riders 72 plays Newcastle Eagles 47. A much needed result to keep pressure on the other teams at the top end of the table. And they'll be really pleased with their efforts today, won't they, Raheem?
For sure, like they just help solidify their place to try and win the league, win the WBBL, and give them the best shot possible going forward.
Absolutely looking to put pressure on both the Lions and Sevenoaks Suns at the top end of the league for league play, but also beyond in terms of playoff position and looking to get all the way to the final of that. Riders really doing it on a team effort today. Holly Winterburn with 8 points, Hannah Robb 12 points, Amber Smith 17 points, KJ 13 points, Maya Brewer 11 points. Lots of people getting in on the act, whereas Eagles have just Gurrell in double figures. It makes it tough to do it all on your own.
It's a lot harder to try and outscore a team on your own for sure, but as you said, there weren't anyone for the Riders in a super high scoring game, but the scoring was very spread and shared, showing what team basketball they played and that everyone was able to get it going at some point or another.
Absolutely makes it difficult to stop, because if you are able to slow down, Maya Brewer, Amber Smith will turn up, or Holly Winterburn, or whoever the next person up is, which puts them in a fantastic position going down to the final stretch of the season. As I say, going forward for these two teams, Riders will be away against the 4-8 Cardiff Archers, whereas Newcastle Eagles will host the 8-4 Essex Rebels. So Eagles will be looking to turn that around at home, where they keep their recent good form going and get back on track with another win. But from Loughborough Netball Centre, from myself and Raheem, thank you very much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.